Leo, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for June 12th to the 18th. Leo, let's jump on in, see what's on the cards for you. I've got meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. Now, Leo, you're full of fire. I'm in Aries. I totally get you, but sometimes we need to slow it down and have a think about the way forward, because in that process there might be new information that comes through for you. It's a bit of a stop and pause energy. I'm feeling a little bit Four of Swords at the moment. New moon in Pisces. So the new moon energy is something to do with a new beginning here, a new path. So let's carry on and see where that is going. And the reason why we want to, meditate and contemplate and have a pause here is that the Piscean energy can, there can be undercurrents here that we really need to think about from all angles. We need to get our clarity. Okay, let's jump into the Work Your Light. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Okay, so it feels like there might be some shadow work here, Leo, and when we want to move towards a new beginning, that's when the shadow really activates, because it can bring up the fears, it can bring up all the reasons why not to do the thing, Leo. Like, what if it doesn't work out? What if you fail? What if you're rejected? It's time for you to break the chain. You might have picked up some of those shadow aspects from, your parents, from their parents down the chain. By shining light on that through a bit of shadow work, a bit of contemplation, a bit of awareness, you can heal that. And from that place, because you choose different, knowledge is power, because when you have knowledge, you can choose differently, and that rewrites your future. And it feels terribly uncomfortable at the start when all you want to do is make the same choice or operate in the way that you always have. But over time, when you flex that new muscle and you build those new neural pathways, you change and you become that unstoppable force. Okay, we've got the King of Pentacles here, Taurian energy coming through. Now, it could be that you are trying to level up in an area of your life. Like the King of Pentacles wants to be successful, wants to be abundant. Some of you that might be wealthy, for others of you that's abundant, like just, having enough, right? Not struggling for anything, being able to enjoy the pleasures, having a nice place to live, having a good job, of a certain level that provides for that, being in a certain position of authority. So maybe you're wanting to move towards that energy. Alternatively, here, Leo, what I'm feeling with this whole ancestral pattern thing going on is that it could have come down through your father line here. You might have had quite a conservative father, especially around money and ideas and that type of thing. And you might be sort of at a point where you are, you're really beginning to have that Hierophant awakening to your own values and operate from a different place. That is also coming through here. I've got that, because the Seven of Cups, that's the shadow aspect, right? The Seven of Cups, so interesting. I get swept away in my own readings. Talking of the Piscean energy, it's dreamy, right? And the Seven of Cups is this energy where, we're wanting to be that King of Pentacles. We've got all the good intentions of doing that, but it feels like it's a little bit fantasy or a little bit illusionary at the moment. Maybe you've tried to do things to get ahead here, Leo, but the Seven of Cups is like, well, it never really materializes. So you're being asked to kind of stop and shine a light on why that is. It could be that you've got somebody in your environment that makes promises or talks a big game, and they say, well, we're going to do this together, or you're going to get that pay rise, you're going to get that promotion, or, our relationship will improve, we'll build that beautiful house, we'll have those children, whatever the promise is, but it never happens. So you're being asked to kind of look in your environment, or maybe there's something within yourself that's the block, and we have to shine light on the block, right? We have to heal it in that way. It's like, well, if you're never going to take any action, well, I'm leaving. Or you look at yourself and you choose differently. Because there's a new beginning here for you. But we need to get out of that. Yeah, because otherwise, Nine of Swords, you're going to stay bound. And you're going to stay in that sort of, stress and tension and mental overwhelm of, I feel like I'm doing the things, I'm not getting any closer to my goal. And, maybe there are like, money anxieties or anxieties over I'm never going to actually be able to create that life I love, because the King of Pentacles is all locked up under an illusionary dreamy energy and a whole lot of mental stress now with some chains that bind you, right? You've got to break those chains. What breaks the chain is the sword of truth that cuts through these ropes by bringing awareness, and a whole lot. It can be a lot of pain, especially when we realize we are the block. It's a journey. It's really a journey of surrender and a journey of taking ownership, right? Six of Cups is here, and it could be children involved in the situation. This could be something you've picked up, as I mentioned, during childhood from your parents as well. But this is also saying, look, you can get the growth back here. You can get things flourishing again, in your life. So let's see what the rest of the advice is, because you are being asked to kind of, stop and drop and have a good think about this and do this big zoom out, feeling a bit King of Swords. Oh, Wheel of Fortune. So it feels like there's going to be some changes. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying, Leo, that you are getting to the end of the cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is always moving, but you've got to grab on to one of those handles to stay onto it so we don't fall off. So you're actually being asked to choose something new, because, the universe wants to expand you out of the cycle. I'm feeling like it's a bit of a scarcity cycle, but you will have to break the chain, which means you're going to need to make new decisions. And yes, there is magic and there is manifestation, but it doesn't happen without action, right? Whether we change our internal energy and things shift externally, or we make different choices, there's always got to be that action. Queen of Cups is here as well, Cancer energy, the mother energy coming through, but she's also the energy of intuition and making emotionally intelligent decisions right now from a place of that feminine energy, right? Where we stop trying to over control and we let go and surrender, and that's when things really do change. She says as the Emperor comes out, which is the opposite of that. But maybe this is about integrating those two energies, right? We've got like a head and a heart kind of situation coming through. But ultimately, like you've been aiming to become the King of Pentacles, but Spirit is saying, actually, scratch that, Leo. Let's go for the Emperor. You can get back to building that empire that you want, but we have got some shadow work to do. You've got to get on top of that Seven of Cups. Why is this not happening? Why is it not materializing? Why is this all just smoke and mirrors, right? Because it's either because someone in your environment is telling you things and not following through, and you need to probably get rid of them, or it's within yourself where you might take a certain amount of action and sabotage it, or you never really bring enough awareness and clarity to be taking the right actions. We can take all the action if we want, but if it is not in direct alignment with the goal we're trying to achieve, then we're really just spinning our wheels. The Wheel of Fortune wants to move and wants to carry you with it, but you're needing to really take a step back, meditate and contemplate, because there's a chain that needs to be broken, and that's the chain, Leo, that's holding the Wheel of Fortune down. If you break the chain, there's going to be a quantum leap in your fortune, and it's going to feel like I got lucky, but really you just you messed with the energy. That's how you become the Emperor. That's how you play the game of life like a game of chess and really build that life that you want. So you know what, out with the King of Pentacles. You're so yesterdays. We're all in with the Emperor. You've got this, and I'm wishing you all the best with really gaining that awareness and acting in alignment with it, Leo. So if you'd like a personal reading, first link down below will take you where you need to go to check those out, and follow along on Instagram for daily readings. Sometimes, well, I do free little mini personal readings over there from time to time, and I'll be back very soon. I am at the moment about to step into this huge 4-day festival. That's why I'm doing the readings like this. I just needed to to basically not glam up and be in front of a camera. I just need to conserve some energy, and I will be back with you full force really, really soon. And for now, yeah, I'm just wishing you so much love and magic. Bye for now.